Come on, sir. We're busy.
Hey, huh?
Okay, well, give me a number 6 with an iced tea.
Here's your customer number. Thank you.
Jenny,
Wait.
you're moving like pond water over there. Come
My
on.
number is 666.
Yeah, that's it. It comes after 665. Move on, sir.
Oh no. No, not 666 again. What the hell is going on? Ah!
Hot stuff here. Excuse me.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you like that intro. Having a little fun with you there. Some good stuff there with another intro. Best in the business. A lot of people now saying they come just for the intro and then the rest is just gravy. And I can't say I blame you. I can't say I blame you. But thanks for coming. If you're a new person of the crowd, first timer, hold on tight. Going to take a little white knuckle trip with me talking some crazy true crime. This video will be less than 666 seconds or 11 minutes and 6 seconds, or it's free. No one will give you that kind of guarantee. Nobody other than me. Now, don't forget real quick, please like the video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and drop a comment. It helps the video get out there to more people just like you, and it's a free way to help the channel. Now, when it comes to the case of the Idaho 4, it's been a task to try to soak in all the information that's been dropping since the expiration of that gag order. Thanks to all the creators out there who have been reading through the docs to help explain it to the rest of us. I watched quite a bit of that content in an attempt to grasp the good stuff. To me, this one was just screaming to be told. As soon as I heard it, I already had ideas of how I was going to do the thumbnail. We're going to talk about the college punk we all love to hate, and that's, of course, John Jack Showalter. Now, it's important to point out that I'll be reading from some of the information that was released by the Moscow Police Department. Now, if there is any speculation, it's just my opinion and not intended to be any more than that. I'm not saying Jack Showalter did those crimes, but I'm asking questions. And we all have a right to know these questions as citizens and taxpayers of this country. So, now in case you forgot about Jack Showalter, let's do a quick review. He's from Boise, Idaho, comes from a very wealthy family, lots of political connections. I think there's even a Showalter Road up there in Moscow. His parents are both medical doctors, and they donate millions to the University of Idaho, allegedly. Jack's siblings, also mostly doctors. There's several of them. And allegedly, Jack was adopted and seems to struggle with some aggression issues. And some of the various interviews that were done with his former coworkers tell stories about how Jack had some outward aggression issues on the job. Now, he also had that problem with allegedly leaving carcasses of coyotes on the lawns of the other fraternities at the University of Idaho there, where he went to school in Moscow. It's rumored that that's why his fraternity ended up kicking him out, but he is an avid hunter, and there are pictures of him as a teenager with some big game in bloody poses, and he's got a K-bar, and there's pictures of him with that. And don't overlook those anger issues, allegedly, remember. Now, if you want to see the document I'm referring to, I'll put a link to it in the description. It's item 73 of that doc dump from Moscow PD. It's in regard to a search warrant involving Jack Showalter's Queen Road apartment, which was a very short walk away from 1122 King Road. Now, Brett Payne wrote the report, Detective Brett Payne. Apparently, the search warrant was requested and issued on November 23rd of 22, so 10 days after the crimes. Apparently, what led to the search warrant was a visit to the site on November 15th when some dried liquid on the door of his apartment looked very much like dried blood. In addition, the door of his apartment and the doorknob and deadbolt mechanism looked like they had been thoroughly cleaned and polished, according to Brett Payne. And inspection of the other apartments showed a fine layer of dust on all the doors and the locks and everything. So his door and locks were definitely cleaned prior to this visit. Now, Detective Powell, who was working with Detective Payne, noted that a drop of the blood that they found on his door looked a lot like a drop of blood in the same pattern that they found on the railing at the King Road house there toward the basement of the facility of the building. So, in addition, the maintenance man for the building where Jack was living, he told the police that they were responding to a water quality issue in Showalter's apartment, and they observed what he thought was dried blood in the bathroom. Detective Payne went straight into the apartment, and 4 other areas of dried blood were noted near that bathroom light switch, which would include the switch, the toilet handle, and then 2 on the shower curtain. There was some confusion because of a typo. Some thought that there were 94 samples taken because that's what it says at the end of the report. But at the beginning of the report, it shows 4. And so the 9 was hit instead of the parentheses. So it was only 4 samples. But still, the fact that there were 4 obvious blood samples in this apartment were concerning. Now, I had no idea, what became of any of that. Meaning, I don't know if they were analyzed or not. I mean, we know that there were blood samples in the house that weren't analyzed on the railing and then the ones on the glove outside, only that they were male DNA and unidentified. I mean, why wouldn't the police find out who they belong to? I just don't get it. I mean, what are they doing other than protecting somebody? I mean, what would be a rational reason to know they were male but not find out which males they were? I don't get it. Now, in addition to this revelation, Detective Vargas at the Moscow PD was reviewing security cam footage from Linda Lane. The camera he was looking at gets part of the parking lot where someone walking from Showalter's apartment to 1122 King Road would access with a sidewalk that led right into the house. A figure is seen in black clothing walking toward the King Road house at 3:50 a.m. the morning of the crimes, like 10 minutes before this thing supposedly kicked off. So what do we make of that? I mean, could it be Jack Showalter after all this time? I don't know. Now, the fact that Judge Hippler didn't allow the defense to bring in alternative theories is just beyond absurd. I mean, just on this subject alone for this video, Hippler should have let them defend Kohberger to give the guy a damn chance. And of course, with the way things turned out, when Kohberger changed his plea to guilty, we were all denied a trial. Well, like many of you, I feel it was meant to be this way. Like they wanted to be sure that their case was so flimsy that they would never win, so they were going to have him plead guilty to avoid a trial. So I think he would have walked. Honestly, I do. Now, I'll be curious if this stuff about Jack Showalter is explained in the remaining monstrous pile of documents that Moscow police released. I mean, how did those blood samples turn out? And who was that in the video at 3:50 a.m. that morning? All of the true crime channels are trying to make sense of it, but like with anything related to the Idaho 4, nothing makes any sense. And that seems to be the point. So what do you guys think? Drop a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Don't miss my next live. That'll be Thursday, July 31st, 7 p.m. Central. I'll be with Lee from Devil's Advocates, and we're going to be talking about those Idaho 4 docs. His channel's been going through them. He's got some big bombs to drop, so we're going to check it out. So don't miss that. I want to thank all the membership here at the channel. You guys are amazing. Members of the Horn Tie Club, members of the Mayhem Squad. You guys are fantastic. You can join the channel for $1.99 a month in the Horns Eye Club or $2.99 a month in the Mayhem Squad. You can go to the channel page for that information. But appreciate you guys watching these videos with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time.
Come on,